stretches, and we've done them before, so you should be good and be able to figure out your way into them. Nice and easy. So starting on your back, my favorite stretch is where you bring right ankle first to the left thigh, just above the left knee. Remember, maybe this is your stretch. Go no further. Maybe you apply some pressure with the right palm to the right thigh. Maybe you lift the left leg and interlace those fingers behind the left thigh. If you do it here, if this feels good, I like to bring my elbow, my right elbow, to the right knee and press into it a little bit as I pull the left thigh into the body. Again, that takes it a little deeper, so find what works for you. And breathe. Nice, full, deep breaths. So if you'd like to take it a little deeper here, just in case, I'm going to give you all the options. You cross the thighs and you reach for those ankles. You have opposite hand grabbing opposite ankle and you pull the ankles towards the body. Again, this is a very deep stretch through that hip. So, back to where we were here. If you have this stretch, breathing into it, inhaling, exhaling, maybe 5 to 10 full deep breaths. And then you can bring that left foot down. And then we're going to roll the whole body onto the left side, leaving the right leg where it is, bringing the right foot down with the left knee. And then you open the chest to the ceiling. This is a nice restorative pose, which means as long as it feels good, you can hang out here for up to 10, 15 minutes even. I wouldn't suggest that to start. I'd start with like 5 minutes, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Breathing, remember that deep, full breath, getting those muscles the oxygen that they need in order to relax and release. All right, of course, both sides. So then the left ankle coming to the right thigh, just above the right knee. Again, grabbing behind the right thigh if that's where your stretch is, or just maybe applying a little pressure with the left palm to the left thigh. Again, breathing into it. And then, if you want to try the restorative stretch, I'm going to give you different angles too. Bringing the right foot down, leaving the left leg where it is, rolling on to the left. Sorry, that's my right side of my body. Adjusting the upper body to open the chest to the ceiling. Again, I notice you cross the legs a lot in your stretch in class, which is fine, that's fabulous, as long as that's where you're finding a nice stretch. This is a deeper twist in the spine and not as much of a stretch in the glutes and in the hip flexors. So that's why I'm telling you about these right here, where you open the knee, opening the hips as you stretch and breathe. Good, all right. Always finding a little movement through the hips is great, especially in between exercises and stretches. So the next thing I'm going to show you, we've done before as well, is the reclined bound angle pose. So you bring the feet together and you let those knees open to the side. Now remember, if that's too much, use props, pillows, blankets, whatever you need to set up under those knees so it's not as intense on the hips, all right? But this is great for opening and allowing the hips to stretch the anterior. Again, you can lay there up to 10 minutes as long as that serves and it feels great. So from there, we'll move next into our deer pose. So one leg is bent behind and the other leg is bent in the front. So if you come from here with your legs together, you're opening and taking the knees in the same direction. So From here, you just find a nice, easy place to relax over that front thigh and find a good place to breathe. So from here, in order to take this a little deeper, you can bring the leg forward, bringing the fingertips to the mat, really reaching through that navel, bringing the hips forward. You're gonna find a nice stretch here as well. And in the outer hip and that right leg and that front leg. So again, maybe you find a stretch here. It's a lot deeper than just relaxing over with the leg closer to the knee. Here. So find what works for you. And then next from there would be the pigeon pose. And this is a pigeon variation. So the pigeon pose, you have the front leg here, and you come on top of the hips here. So the knee and the top of the back foot, that extended leg right here is the pose. Or right here. All right, again, very deep stretch, so just find a place where it feels good for you. You can also bring that foot in as much as necessary to find a good stretch. Maybe an easier stretch. You can come down, you can round through the spine and find a good stretch through the back there. And then I'm going to switch legs so I can show you how you can set yourself up. And this position. So if I come here on top of this leg, you can bring too much. There, under the hip, just for that added support. To come down, you can even have this here to relax and breathe in this pose. All right. Next, we're going to do from seated position. So remember, you can have one leg extended and you can bring the other one here, bent. My ankle is just above the knee, or take it below the knee if that's too much, that's fine. So you can find this stretch here, just rounding over, or as you bring it up higher, it deepens the stretch through the glutes and that hip here, or bending the leg. Remember, we've done this before. You can either find the foot right in front, opposite hand to opposite knee. So this is my right leg, this is my left hand. Here, find a little twist, and we're just pulling that knee into the body. That thigh coming into the body. Or you take it a little further here. I like to interlace my fingers and find the stretch here. Again, more intense, a little bit deeper. Still just pulling that thigh in towards the body. If you want, you can take a nice twist and stretch through that upper back or the whole spine here while you're stretching through those glutes. Again, other side, maybe you extend the leg, find it here, or taking it deeper here, opposite hand, so my right hand to my left knee. We're taking it across, making sure both sit bones are on the ground. Still, right arm, left thigh, reaching into the body, stretching here. Good. And then from here, if you want to take it, again, a deeper stretch, leaving the legs here, coming forward, over the legs. Nice and easy, breathing into it. Good. And then another one. So if you can't, or this is not comfortable to stretch with the full straddle coming forward, because this is going to stretch the inner thighs here, which is also a big play in those hips. So just nice, easy, again, Maybe you set yourself up with some good pillows here to relax on and relax in this position. Remember, you can always set those legs up too by finding a little cushion underneath the knees, all right? And then maybe you have more blankets or pillows here to relax forward, because it's gonna find the same stretch, just not near as intense, right here. And then again, as you wanna make it more intense, you just reach that navel forward, finding that nice straight spine, and find a deeper stretch. I like to find movement here, of course. We can stretch one leg and the other, and then again, option to bring one leg bent in to find the stretch here. We've done this in class as well. It's just a little easier, a little less intense. And the other leg. Nice, easy stretches. And come over this extended leg. All right. Finding a little movement when we're done, always. Relaxing, breathing, and finding what works best for you. I hope that helps. And when I think of other things, I'll get them to you. Namaste, Robin.